Welcome yogis, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever time zone you find yourself in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's wonderful to see you today, even if it's through a camera. Today for this video, we are going to be moving through a meditation, and this meditation is aimed at connecting you to your breath. In yoga, in the yogic practice, the breath is seen as this anchoring force. It's the literal life force that connects us to ourselves. And there's this beautiful understanding in the yogic practice that yoga, all of it, and the breath being the foundation of it, is the journey to the self through the self. So I'll repeat that. Yoga is the journey to the self through the self. And when we make this journey, we integrate all of who we are in a very intimate, deep way. And then we're able to then extend and expand ourselves from our core. It almost allows us to interact like waves. Right? I can go into myself and expand myself outward, allowing my expansiveness then to quite literally interact with my husband and my niece and my mother and my cats and my neighbor and so on. And because this expansiveness is coming from the depth of who I am, it doesn't drain me. I stay steady and sturdy in myself. And so this is what our aim of today is going to be. So I want you to come to your yoga mat and come to easy seat. And so easy seat is just sitting with your ankles or your legs crossed. If you find that this isn't very comfortable, particularly if you find that you are arching over, I'm very petite and tiny, so I can sit on the floor and still have this very straight back and be very comfortable. But for most people, I find that this isn't comfortable. And so if that's you, go ahead and take a blanket, any house blanket will do, and fold it like so, in a height that works for you. And then just slip it right underneath, oh, there's my cat, right underneath your seat. My cat Leo. That way your knees come towards the ground and your back is supported, and most importantly, it is lengthened. Once you come to the seat, go ahead and bring your hands to your knees or to your thighs. And you want them to make a box shape. So the elbows are slightly bent. And the reason for this box shape is that it can help your shoulders relax. So we don't want our shoulders way up here and tense, because we sit like this a lot when we're on our computers or on our laptops or we're on our phones. So we want to be able to just box them out and relax them. You don't have to carry anything on your shoulders tonight. Let it all go. And then when you find yourself here, go ahead and close your eyes. Imagine that there is a string that is attached to the crown of your head. And the string reaches all the way up towards the stars in the sky. It's a very gentle string. And so it just ever so slightly pulls you up, lengthening that spine, making it nice and straight. But you're not going to float away because you're so held by the earth below you. So you are quite literally grounded while lifted. Take a big inhale here, in through the nose. Feeling that inhale move up your spine, rising up towards the crown of your head. And then take an exhale, feeling that exhale move down your spine, settling down to your bottom, to your root chakra, until it reaches the earth herself. And begin to breathe at your own pace, observing every inhale and observing every exhale. Noticing the flow or the current of breath as it moves throughout your body. Remembering that as you breathe, you are also relaxed. You are held and you are safe. Notice how your inhales expand your body, give you length. Notice how your exhales ground you, allowing you to settle into yourself. Can you hear your breath moving throughout your body? If you can't, I wonder what would happen if you listened a little bit closer. I wonder what would happen if you made your breath just a little more audible. Could you hear it then? What does it sound like? What does it feel like to have the wave of your breath moving throughout every cell of your body? Can you slow your breath down? And when you do so, can you begin to imagine that your heartbeat is creating music with the wave of your breath? If you like, go ahead and bring your right hand to your heart and your left hand to your upper belly, right where your belly button is. Feel your inhales expanding first in your diaphragm, moving up towards your heart and your chest. Feel as your exhale contracts and then expands. Feel the rhythm of your heart dancing with the wave of your breath. Yoga, all of it, starts right here. The breath. Observing the breath. When we sit like this, breathing, what happens to the world around us? If we hear noises, can we observe them and then bring our attention back to our breath, back to what's happening beneath our hands? Can we give ourselves this moment in time? Can we nurture ourselves like we nurture others? Can we mother ourselves? Can we father ourselves? I think we can. Stay here for a few more breaths with your eyes closed. And if any noise is happening around you, simply observe it and then come back to your breath. If you can't hear your breath, make it audible. Imagine that we are all breathing together. Slowing your breath, feeling it move, honoring its cycle. The breath of life, the life force. Feel it move within your very body. What happens to time when you sit like this? Can you allow it to move at the pace of your breath, slowing it down with you, creating space all around you? Nothing exists except for right now, this exact breath, this exact inhale, this exact exhale. Stay here for a few more breaths, trusting yourself in this silence. Take a big inhale, filling your diaphragm all the way up, bringing it up towards your heart, letting it expand your chest. And take a big exhale, releasing the air first from your rib cage and then your belly. Go ahead and open your eyes and stay with your eyes open with the pace of your breath that you created. This is your home, your temple, your safe space. When the world around you spins at 1,000,000 miles per hour, come back here. Come back here. Find your breath. Name it. Every inhale and every exhale. Slow it down. Slow down your heart and slow down time so that you can replenish and nurture yourself. And then take this energy, take what you're feeling and expand that out. Thank you so much for slowing time down with me, for finding your breath, and for trusting yourself to simply sit with yourself. I invite you to return to this video or to this practice as often as possible. See what happens when you revisit this space. Thank you so much for doing yoga with me and for breathing with me. I appreciate you so much. Thank you.